Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. Welcome to our very first weekday energy reading. So I'm now giving us weekday energy readings for Monday through Thursday. And on Fridays, you will get a weekend. So I will be going over and reviewing what is going to be happening, the potentials and the possibilities of this week, and also what implementation tool we'll be using to help us navigate our way through this human experience a lot better. So really nothing much has changed other than I am consolidating the readings because I'm starting to get busy and because I think it'd be really cool to kind of have a separation to know how everybody's weekend would be and everybody's week would be. So again, please remember that nothing I say is ever set in stone. You have your God-given gift of free will and choice to create your own reality. Ooh. Yes. And this is a reading for the collective. So this information may not resonate with you. So just take what does and toss what doesn't. And if you would like something more personal, more private, one-on-one, you can book that reading with me at 𝑡erryhuberman.com. Click on the book a reading section and bam, you're there. Okay, I've got my cards. How about a reveal? Here we go. We have the Two of Diamonds. La Para. Woo. We have upside down card, Friendship. Nice. And we have Magician. So here's the energy that we are working with today. We have Magician, we have Friendship, we have Sweet, and we have Two of Diamonds. Let me put this together for us. Remember, this is for this week. And here's, okay. This is very much in alignment with the theme of Mercury Retrograde and Reconnections. So it does feel to me that someone who may have disappeared from your life will magically reappear. And in that reappearance, okay, their knowledge has changed. And what I mean by that is they have changed. So this time around, they have changed, or you have found that there is a difference. Well, actually, here's what I'm going to say. Either they have changed or you have changed. That's what I want to say. There's been change for sure this time in the reconnection. So there is a reunion that happens this week, a reconnection. Someone from the past pops up, reappears. And there has been change and there is difference. And it does feel like, because we got the number one, this is the beginnings of something that can legitimately be successful in reunion and reconnection. A lot of times during retrograde, that's the cockatoo. A lot of times during Mercury retrograde, reconnections that happen don't always work out. But this time it feels like there is a potential and possibility for it to work out. However, it is usually the reconnections that happen are in the realm of romance or ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends. This time around, not so much. It is in regards to friendship. Okay, so this week you will be sort of making a new friend, someone that when you reconnected with them, you thought, well, maybe this would work out, but it doesn't. Or if you're still in the process of seeing if it's going to work out, you'll know by either the end of the week, the end of Mercury retrograde period, whatever, that you'll be like, this person makes a better friend than a lover, even though we had fun together. So it's not like you can't have fun, right? Now, that reunion too also is reunion for me and reconnection. There is a reunion and a reconnection with an abundance of sweetness around this. So when I say that, here's the sweetness. So when I say that is that when either you or this person that you reconnected with does come to the conclusion that, yes, this is not working out, there's a real loving kindness behind it. So it doesn't have to be like this brutal ending. right? There's some maturity to it, but it's just this real kindness, compassion, sweetness to it. I do also feel that there is the masculine energy behind this. Now, again, masculine energy is energy, right? It's not sexual identity or sexual bodied, okay? So the masculine, more of the masculine energy in this particular situation is the provoker of this, I'm so sorry, but this is not going to work out. Again, that could be women, right? So it's the masculine energy that just kind of realizes and understands, okay, you know, this isn't going to work out like I was hoping or thought it would. Had a really great time with you, but I just don't see this being more than I was hoping it would be. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry if you were really looking forward to reconnecting with someone. I mean, this is just the way it kind of works with Mercury retrograde. Now, I'm not all perfect. I'm not all knowing. I could be missing like an angle on this, but it does feel like a reversion back to where it used to be. So like if you were friends and you reconnected as lovers, or if they were completely gone from your life and then you guys reconnected as lovers, this is definitely still going into the friendship realm, but it can be such a beautiful separation, a really beautiful separation with kindness and sweetness and compassion. And again, if this isn't something that happens this week, the seeds for this are being planted this week, or it's, you're going to start to see the beginnings of like, and this is for the masculine energy. I just don't think this is going where I thought it was going, or something's changed or whatever, even though each of you have changed. So it's legit, right? So there's just a shift in how you guys are going to be back in each other's lives. Now, that doesn't mean you have to leave each other's lives just because you did leave each other's lives in the past. Again, I am getting friendship. So it does feel to me that this reunion could still be in your life with this person. It doesn't have to be gone. Like, you know, it's just that it's definitely not what you were thinking or how you were intending or the direction you thought it was going to go. Now, what magicians do is they, you know, they alchemize things. So, you know, that's where that's the reason why things can continue on. If they do continue on, it's because the male energy is the one who will say, let's change this into something else, right? Let's transmute this situation. So again, it doesn't have to be that it's lost or it's gone or anything like that. And there's a semblance of order to it. We have the 1 and we have the 2. So this was kind of one of these things that, you know, if I need to say the word fated, it could be fated. This was destiny. This was supposed to happen. So hopefully neither one of you have any regrets, because this was supposed to happen. This was in the stars. It was in the cards. It's okay. This was supposed to happen. I do feel for each energy, the masculine and the feminine energy, this was not a waste of time. So please don't think it was a waste of your time. Typically with Mercury retrograde, we get situations and people coming up again to review and reflect what hasn't quite healed in us from the past. So I just want you to know that you didn't waste your time. You did get something out of this experience, or if and when this experience comes to a close, whether it's at the end of this week or the end of the retrograde period, or even a year from now, because the reconnection happened during a Mercury retrograde. When reconnections happen during a retrograde, they don't always work out. When you break up with somebody during a Mercury retrograde, that also doesn't always work out. So breakups during Mercury retrograde usually reconnect as well. Just a heads up, buttercups. Just because you ended it with this person, again, just because you ended it with this person who came back during a Mercury retrograde doesn't mean that it's completely like it's done. You know, can it be done? Yes, but again, they're still going to hang out. They're still going to sort of kind of be in your realm somehow. And it wasn't a waste of time. It wasn't in vain. You will be able to look back at this and say, oh, they came back into my life so that I can complete this aspect or close this chapter. And now I have peace, or now I have closure, or whatnot. So again, this is not like, you can judge it as bad if you want. Now, obviously, if you have some feelings involved, it can be a little painful, but I don't feel like it's going to last long. It should be, you know, quick and swift. Look at the worst case scenario, Mercury retrograde ends, I believe, March 16th, and then the shadow period goes to March 29th, right? So worst case scenario, you might feel like caca-poo-poo until the end of March. And you don't have to feel like crap. You don't have to. Again, this is really sweet and loving this time. Sweet and loving this time. So things are different in every single way this time, right? Right. So what am I always saying to you guys? Stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me by checking me out at 𝖣𝖣𝖣𝖣𝖣𝖣𝑔𝑐𝑠. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I'd love to. I would love to. That's one of my favorite things, is to work with people one-on-one to really help them move forward in life, to get unstuck, moving forward, thriving in a life of freedom, joy, and security. And if that sounds good to you and you're like, yes, Terry, I want that, go ahead to my website, 𝖣𝖣𝖣𝖣𝑔𝑐𝑠, click on the intuitive coaching package section. There's a link there to schedule a complimentary consultation where we can get on the line together and really find out if we're a good match. Can we work together? Can I help you? Do you like what you hear? So if that sounds good to you, schedule your complimentary consultation, consultation today, and I'll see ya on the flip side.